Hey everybody, so I'm back and I hope this message finds you all well. I wanted to briefly talk about something I just thought about, which was beware of your demons. I say this because I'm finding that, or I'm realizing that a lot of us are honestly just repeating our own trauma in our everyday relationships. I honestly realize that we are living out our family's dynamics and our pain from the past. And it's very easy to get stunted. Like emotional growth is just like our age on our birth certificate. The age on our birth certificate goes up as we grow older, and I feel like our emotional intelligence does as well, or it should. But sometimes it doesn't, and it's because of traumatic experiences that we never really got over. So we spend all of our lives hurting people that didn't deserve it, giving people lots of our time that didn't care about us because we were seeking validation for the hurt that we suffered all those years ago. A lot of these sayings about hurt people, like this is true. This is so true because there's nothing but hurt people filled in this world. So obviously this is so true. Look around us. This world is hurting. This world is hurt. And it's because we don't deal. We don't have, we have algebra classes, but we don't have classes on emotional intelligence. We have health class, but we don't talk about our mind, which is one of the strongest muscles in our bodies. We don't teach our kids even at home. When a kid starts crying, just like, show it up, be quiet. But there's a level of emotional intelligence we need to start bringing into our everyday lives, into our schools, into our communities. Start educating people about how they feel, because some people don't even know how they feel. Furthermore, how to articulate it and how to cope. And not with drugs and alcohol. Because let's face it, in the seedy areas of our community, there's a deli on every corner. Drugs run rampant, and it's not patrolled. It's not something where, in the white neighborhood, you might see it. You wouldn't see something like that. You wouldn't see people in the corner. But in the neighborhoods that a lot of us have come from, you do. And this everlasting need to keep self-medicating with things like alcohol and drugs and sex and porn and infidelity and lies and gambling. It just adds more pollution to the world. There's not only pollution in the air, there is spiritual pollution all around us. But it's due to the fact that we haven't been filtering our own energy. We haven't been doing our own work, and everybody has been dressing up messes. I've seen so many people pay so much attention to how they look versus how they feel. You can't eat that money. You got people still buying clothes and we ain't got nowhere to go. You have people still buying clothes even after when we first started locking down. It was just like, why? What? Again, our own insecurities can have us make decisions that aren't in our best interest. They're very short term, short sighted decisions that we make for the duration of a week that will last a whole lifetime. It's not good enough to just be like, oh, well, whatever. It's not good enough. We have to tighten up. And this comes with discipline. Each of us being more disciplined within our own beings. And that comes from knowing ourselves. When you know yourself, you know what you don't want. When you know yourself, you know everything around you better. And you know you're created and connected from everything around you. So you don't move, you move differently. You see things differently. You know that you can't slap somebody without slapping yourself, so to speak. You can't hurt somebody without making yourself bleed as well. You move totally different when you know yourself, when you love yourself. A lot of this stuff that I'm seeing out here right now is a whole bunch of people that haven't dealt with their own crap. And it's not coming from a self-righteous place. Because I work on myself every day. It's an everyday struggle. It's an everyday decision. Just like it's every day that you wake up, you got to make the decision every day to be a better person. You got to make the decision every day to do different. Things won't get better until things are done differently. And however you've been doing things, stop. However you've been talking, stop. As a matter of fact, stop talking at all. Just listen more. Listen to yourself. You know that voice within you that is speaking to you that you always ignore? Well, listen to it more. Why don't you lean on that understanding more and see what happens? Practice it in the grocery store and just try to pick up the first thing that your mind tells you is good. Like that voice says, oh, I want that. Pick that out. Cook that. Eat that. See what happens. See if your intuition was correct about that meal. We have to start using our God-given instincts. And sometimes that's not our eyes. Sometimes we have to see things with more than just our five senses. We have to see it with the sixth sense. I hope I'm making sense. But it's very easy for us to get stuck or stagnated. You know, we don't mature emotionally. We don't grow. We just keep going on the hamster wheel, and it's not enough anymore. It's not enough anymore. And that's what I'm fundamentally making this channel about, is waking more people up and speaking to the people that are already awake to try to get them to speak out, because the silence is deafening. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of hurt and being done, because people are standing in their own way. And, you can destroy people's whole lives, just by being in your own way. And that's the thing fundamentally that everybody I think needs to understand, is that you don't, whether you're a man, a woman, a brother, a sister, Whether you have kids, you don't have kids, whether you're black, you're white, whether you're Native American, whether you come from America or you live in China, we are all connected. We all need each other and we're all suffering because of each other. And the only way we can get around that is by dealing with our own issues. All those traumatic childhood events that we spent years trying to bury, we need to dig up and deal with. Put them on the spotlight. Don't let fears, don't let doubt, don't let what other people think deter you from doing what God is putting you on the path to do. Because sometimes we can distract our own selves from where we're supposed to be going. There is a load of more distractions in this world than we could probably ever imagine back in the day. And it makes it so much harder. But that just means that our purpose is so much stronger. We must fight the good fight and be a force to be reckoned with. That's all I got. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and go in the comment box and leave me something. Let me know how I'm doing. Until next time, take care.